So there's a lot of new.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA No Better in. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Lowry. Evan Mobley is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Boss. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, Paul George is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Fournier in at the 2 spot. You know, Shams, you cover transactions all day long, all season long, and the Sixers have not been shy about making moves.
No other team has been more aggressive when you think about trying to figure out this puzzle around Joel Embiid and around Tyrese Maxey. They've always been movers and shakers. This is a franchise that bears watching moving forward, just seeing exactly what moves they make.
They always make headlines. You're exactly right. Clock at 4, goes back up. And Embiid pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. It's a 3-point game.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them.
Here's Giddey. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from George. Down low. And it's George finishing it off.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got it, the fast break chance. And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. That one doesn't go. Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Now we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Once again.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Maxey against Lowry. Maxey on the wing. 23 points his last outing. Right side Fournier. Outside for George. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the away team, 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Bosch passes to Lowry. Here's Tyus. It's deflected. Now here's George. His last outing he had 24 points. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Giddey with the drive and the rejection by Embiid.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block. The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Boss passes to Mobley. Banked in off the glass.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's George. He's got 5. Pass to Sohan. Back to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 7 points. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. Did you? You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now and writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the floor.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Maxey. Here's Fournier. And the rejection by Wembanyama. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focused.
The shot by George, no good.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Boss gets the bucket. And it's 8 points for Boss.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
The 76ers trail by 5. It's Fournier on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Jordan Ward, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Evan Fournier. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Jackson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And as the salary gap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restricted position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 2, Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Man passes to Williams. Back to Man. Puts up a 3. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
To the left side wing. Moran, the pass to Embiid. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
It's Williams, high post. Out left to the wing. Here's Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Now Rubio. Scoreless thus far. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And checking out some stats for Victor Wembanyama. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 21 points a game. Over 3.5 blocks and 10 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game. See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Well said.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Podziemski with it. Jackson on him. Shot by Podziemski, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Rubio. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. To the paint. Here's Podziemski. Offensive rebound. Over Jackson. Here's Allen. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Nice positioning on the offensive boards. Allen working hard to secure that rebound.
to the middle. And Embiid throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Pajemski. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for the away team, Pajemski at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Pajemski. He doesn't get the second one.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And Rubio kicks to Jackson. Goes up again. Mora can't get it to go. 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Giddey finds man. Here's Kuzma. Covered by Rubio. Kuzma, that's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him in that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Rubio looking it over. Drills the three-pointer. Rubio's got 5.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Philadelphia.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get